What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. Before I get into how yesterday went, let's go ahead and do the giveaway real quick, as always. All right, so Cousin Curtis, you are the winner today. You're going to get a free week of VIP. All you have to do is text me, and I'll get you set up with that. He says, time for YouTube redemption, my brother. Appreciate the comment. Let's go ahead and get into yesterday and how we did. So we did hit a big 10x entry right here on the VIP. Always amazing to see there, and the fact that this was not payout shifted whatsoever is honestly insane, right? We get a full 10x payout from this right here, and we have Counter-Strike correlation. We also have League of Legends correlation down here at the bottom. I showed you guys this yesterday as we were set up for this with this Counter-Strike play already happening, and then we had League of Legends happen overnight. IG, I believe it goes 2-1, so they win 2 games and lose 1 game, and Rookie ends up getting a ton of kills. These guys end up getting 10 kills because they did win 1 game, but the other 2 games they got dominated, and these guys only get 10 kills because they only win that 1 game there. So correlated right here, and we do cash the full 10x for it, which is amazing. The rest of the day, honestly, not great. Taco Tuesday did not go as planned whatsoever. Very sad, right? Not good enough whatsoever. This play here was yesterday's YouTube play, and it was the TSI guy right here, and their team ended up getting 26 kills in that first map. He ended up with 0 kills in that first map, guys. I've never seen anything before like that before. He had a pretty aggressive champion. The champion he played was Ari. I've seen Ari get 12 kills before in 1 game like that, and ends up getting 0 kills in a game where they actually did pretty good. They end up losing the game anyway, but I told you guys he averages like 3 or 4 kills anyway on games he loses, and yeah, it's just crazy that he ended up getting 0 kills in a game where his team, there were some team members that ended up getting like 8 or 9 kills right there. So pretty unlucky there. Obviously not going to like make any excuses. I do think it was a decent play. It did bump to 6 by game time, but you know, it happens, I guess. You know, he ended up getting, I think, 22 of the kills he was a part of, and he had assists, but he ended up getting 0 kills. I'd honestly never seen anything like that before. We have opposite correlation right here in Counter-Strike. Very quick game. This actually looked like it was going to hit, and then Tyloo ends up just pulling out I think like 10 round in a row win streak, and they just end up closing that game out very quickly here. Miss here, another just missed by 1 kill, guys, like on Woolite down here. It would have been nice to have this set up with this Taco, and then this was the one from actually 2 days ago right here with Kiki, and then with the 3 guys in League of Legends. I already went over this yesterday. 3 guys in League of Legends barely go over, and then Kiki does go over right here. So hopefully you guys paired up Kiki with some other players or something like that, because she does go over in the middle of the 3rd quarter there. But obviously that 10x entry actually puts us up on the day, right? So we do end up going up like 4 or 5 units yesterday just because of that 10x entry. That is how important these 4-mans are to the channel, to the VIP. You can literally lose like pretty much everything, right? And I just showed you guys like we lost like pretty much every entry we played except this 10x, and this 10x is going to pay for all of these losses, right? Because in this win right here, you instantly go up 9 units. You could also think about that as you just paid for 9 losses, right? So you only need to hit like 1 in 9 of these to be profitable, right? Yeah, if we could hit more than, well, actually, you only need to hit 1 in 10 of these to break even. So if you hit 1 of 9 of these, you would actually be profitable with something like this as a full 10x. If you guys do not know, since May 1st, we are up 36 units. So pretty good, honestly. Like it's been a month. 36 units in a month is good. I try to average around that 50 mark. So on anyone on the internet, I try to have the highest standards possible. I try to always go up 60, 70, 80 units if possible, if we can do that. In February, we went up 95 units using esports correlation. If you guys don't know, in February, there's really no football going on, which, you know, football, even though it's our best sport, football wasn't really going on in February other than 1 game, which was the Super Bowl, and we go up 95 units using esports correlation. So esports correlation works, and this is since May 1st. So far this year, we are up 150. I believe it's 148 units right there on the dot. So I'm just going to say 150 units, which is good for a yearly performance. We're going into June now. And by the end of this year, I want to at least go up 400 units, guys. Last year, we did about 600 units. This year, I want to do 400, 500 units if we can do that. Yeah, once we get into football season, it's going to have a lot of unit increases. I will say something to be excited for. I just saw this up on the board. So I know I've been talking about football a lot, college football, NFL. I'm just really excited for it. But there is Canadian Canadian football now kicking off, actually tomorrow, okay? So something to get excited about. If you guys don't know about Canadian football, they actually pass a lot. The rules are set for them to pass a lot, which means correlation is going to be on fire for Canadian football, okay? So there's actually a game going on tomorrow night. So leave a comment down below and leave a like if you guys want me to post a Canadian football play for tomorrow's video. I'll do a correlated maybe 4-man or something like that for you guys. Also, you guys will be entered in that giveaway for tomorrow, or for tomorrow to give away a free week of the VIP, okay? But yeah, I saw this, got really excited about that. Canadian football, we crushed last year. We pretty much crush all football, right? Whether it's UFL, whether it's Canadian football, whether it's college football. College football is our best sport out of those because college football players pass so much, right? And it's the same thing with Canadian football. They pass a ton. They pass probably like 75% of their snaps, just like college football guys do, just like a Cam Ward or a Jackson Dart would do. And those are the players that we would bet on all the time in college football. Same thing in Canadian football. So, if you've never watched Canadian football, I don't blame you. I really don't see any reason to unless you were betting on it. But I will say you can bet on Canadian football and be very profitable with something like Canadian football and using correlation with that. So again, leave a like and comment on the video, and I'll try to post a Canadian football play for you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's video. But let's go ahead and do a WNBA and a League of Legends play for us today. So we do have Pez on League of Legends to go over 16.5 kills, okay? I don't think this will bump. I think this is a pretty solid line for him right here. There's only like 1 or 2 League of Legends game going on overnight, but I do think this is a really strong play. If it goes to 17, I'll still take it at 17. This is one of those things where if it goes to 17.5, if it goes to 18, again, maybe avoid it, right? It's not one of the plays that I'm like absolutely loving where it's like it's at 5 and, take it all the way up to like 8 or something like that. But the reason why I really love this is because he is on JDG, which is a much better team than Team We. JD Gaming is what they're called, should at least 2-0 this, or 2-1 this team. Sorry, it's a best of 5, so they play 3 games. They should at least go 2-1 or they should go 3-0. So they should sweep the series or they should go 2-1. And he averages 7, let's just call it 7. He averages 7.1, but he averages 7 kills per win. Okay, so every time he wins, he gets 7 kills. So that puts him right around 14. If he at least wins 2 games, right? Like I said, he should win 3 games or he should win 2 games right here. So he should at least get 14 or 15 kills in the wins that they have, okay? If they lose, then he should be able to at least get 2 or 3 kills in the loss that they have, right? So hopefully that makes sense. They should at least win 2 games. If they win 3 games, he's almost guaranteed to go over because, again, that would put his average right around like 21 or 22 kills. There's some games even where he wins and he'll get, 11 or 12 kills in one game, right? It's very volatile, these bot laners right here. If they lose the game, they normally get maybe like 2 or 3 kills. If they win the game, they could get 11 or 12 kills in a game because they are the main damage dealers of their team, right? They're kind of the stars of the show. They're kind of like the Cristiano Ronaldo, the striker or something on a soccer game, right? They get a lot of the kills when their team is doing well. So I'm taking Pez to go over at 16.5, and I'm taking Sabrina SI right here to go over 18 points. Why am I taking it over 18 points? Because I actually need to put this to 18, right? Because if you look so far in 2025, I know it's a little bit fluctuated, right? She has like 8, then 16, then 23, then 8, then 24, then 28, then 18. But what I really, really like is the amount of 3-pointers that she's taking recently, okay? If you look over the past 3 games, she actually just played Washington, who she's playing today. If you look at the 3-pointers over the past 3 games, she just took 15 3-pointers. She took 11, then she took 6, all right? So you might say, okay, well, she only took 6 this game. What is he really, talking about? But if you look at this game, she only plays 18 minutes in this game, okay? And she should play around 30 minutes in some of these games here. So in 18 minutes, she actually gets 18 points in this game versus the Connecticut, I believe the Connecticut Sun. And Connecticut Sun is not a very good team, I believe. So if she's playing Washington, right here, she played Washington. The New York Liberty are almost guaranteed to win every single game that they touch. They're just really, really good. They're by far and away one of the best teams, arguably one of the best WNBA teams that I've personally seen. They're an insane team. Right here, they win by like 20 points, but she still plays 32 minutes, and she gets 28 points versus the Mystics, who she's actually playing again tonight. And again, like I said, I really like these 3-pointers, right? If she takes a double-digit 3-pointer attempt tonight. She should hit, maybe 4 or 5 of those tonight. And I do think that she should go over pretty easily right here. Another thing you could actually look at is I believe her 3-pointers is at 2.5. So you could take her over 3-pointers at 2.5. I think that's also a really solid play because you see a lot of 3-pointer volume, especially against the Mystic and especially in that last 3 games. Again, she only took 6 last game, but she only played 18 minutes. Or she only played 18 minutes right here. So she only played about half the game because they won by 50. So that's why I'm taking this here. Again, she's the main scorer of this team. Liberty pretty much feed her and some other players, some other star players on that team, right? So this is what I'm taking here. Again, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. If you guys want to get into my VIP, all you guys have to do is text me the word profit right here to my number on the screen, and I'll get you guys 2 free months of the VIP for doing that for me. Again, just text me this word right here, and I'll get you guys those instructions to how to get into the VIP for free. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.